The Denver police announced this week that it will require off-duty officers working security to wear body cameras. The decision reverses a previous policy and greatly expands the use of this wearable technology. Penn, people have been in favor of body cameras and their use. Were you surprised about this expansion of the policy?
I was surprised the city decided to do it, but I think the decision's the right thing. When you look at Denver's history, Denver police officers have really been able to supplement their income over the years by off-duty assignments. And they get these off-duty assignments specifically because they're police officers, they're sworn law enforcement officers. And so what it's really telling you is whether they're off-duty or on duty, they're always police officers, and that's sort of the way they're viewed. So I think requiring them to wear the technology while they're in off-duty assignments that they get because they're police officers is consistent, and it's the right thing to do because it provides continued oversight. It's a consistent application of policy, and really the reason it's been done for on-duty officers is to get accountability, both with respect to the officer's behavior, but also accountability on the part of the public to deter people from making false accusations about police misconduct because it's on camera. So I applaud the city for doing this. This is the right decision, the right way to go, and hopefully the police officers won't file a lawsuit or the union suit. They'll just step in line and do it because it's not necessarily a right that they have to the off-duty employment anyway.
Natasha, you've personally done some great work when it comes to covering Denver police. If you haven't checked it out, go to 5280.com and see some of the work that Natasha and her team has done. What did you think when this policy was announced?
Well, what was interesting, even before the policy, I talked to the police extensively about the camera pilot and how it worked, and unanimously, the cops were very, very excited about having them. They thought it would help them in situations of accusations of use of force, but they also thought that it helped citizens sometimes maybe calm down when they knew that they were on camera, and there's some national statistics relating to that. So I was surprised when the moonlighting cops were not included in the plan as it was rolling out. I'm glad that they're making this change. I do want people to be careful as they're looking at these cameras. Some people see them as like, hey, this is great. We'll never have any problems with the cops anymore. And there are a whole slew of things. I mean, obviously abuse can still happen. The cameras have to be turned on. But even when you have footage, that footage doesn't always look the same to other people. Eric Gardner is a perfect example of this. We've seen this in a few legal cases across the country as well. What someone sees as a violent act or a move that looks threatening may not look that way to another person on the jury. So while I absolutely applaud the use of these cameras, I think it's great that the moonlighting officers will be using them as well. It's not a solve all for the police issues that we have in this community.
Patty, a good call by Denver Police?
A very good call by the community groups, too, that complained that the moonlighting cops were not included in this policy. Over the years, many of the problems and controversies involving the Denver police have stemmed from some of the moonlighting jobs, how the jobs are handed out, how the jobs are handled, and this at least will remove one portion of the controversy.
Craig, as a former prosecutor in the city of Denver, I'm very interested in what you have to say about this.
Well, good. I'll tell you. Does anybody ever worry about a police officer's right to privacy? I mean, are they just a human recording device? For example, at the high holidays in my synagogue, there are always off-duty Denver police officers, and I like to shoot the breeze with them, but am I supposed to think, wow, you're recording everything we're talking about? Look, we're getting used to it in the system, seeing these body camera statements as part of discovery. Instead of having witnesses write out statements, they just talk and we get to see the video, and it gives defense attorneys a lot more to work with. But I just wonder about their right to privacy.